Financial fraud, real cases, red flags, and how physicians can protect themselves. Welcome back to Legacy Lens, the show where physicians get clarity, confidence, and control over their financial decisions that shape their careers and their families' futures. Today, we're talking about something every physician is vulnerable to, but very few ever talk about: financial fraud. Not the Hollywood version, the real world version, the kind that targets busy, high earning professionals, the kind that hides behind trust, urgency, and authority, and the kind that costs physicians millions of dollars in preventable losses. This episode is about awareness, it's about protection, and it's about giving you the tools to recognize the red flags before they become financial scars. Let's get into it. You diagnose disease every day. You spot patterns. You identify risks. You make decisions that save lives. But when it comes to financial fraud, even the smartest, most accomplished physicians can miss the symptoms. Fraud today is no longer a hacker in a dark room in a faraway country. It's emotional manipulation, it's urgency, it's trust, it's psychology, executed by a smart, educated fraudster aided by new technology living in your community. And physicians, because of your income, your time pressure, and your trust-based professional culture, are prime targets. Today we are breaking down real cases, the red flags, and the practical steps you can take to protect your career, your family, and your legacy. So why physicians are targeted? Fraudsters don't look for the dumbest person. They look for the busiest. Physicians are targeted because you have a high income, limited time, and you work in a profession built on trust. You're visible, you're respected, you're easy to find online, and you're accustomed to helping, not suspecting. In addition, physicians are highly respected members of the community and are not likely to publicize if they have fallen victim to a scam. This combination makes physicians one of the most targeted professional groups in the country. Real cases physicians need to hear. Number one, the exclusive investment opportunity scam. A cardiologist was pitched a guaranteed 25% return in a private real estate fund. The promoter used social proof. Other doctors are in this. Urgency, only 2 spots left, and fake authority, a made-up CPA endorsement. It was a Ponzi scheme. He lost $280,000. What are the red flags? Number one, guaranteed returns. If it's too good to be true, in most cases it's a scam. 2, pressure. You must decide now. Number 3, scarcity. Only 2 spots available. And last but not least, a social proof. Only for doctors. And last, there were also no audited financials. Number 2, practice embezzlement, the fraud no physician wants to believe. Some of the most damaging fraud physicians face doesn't come from the outside the practice. It comes from the inside, from someone the doctor trusts completely. In medical practices, embezzlement often goes undetected for 5 to 10 years. Losses frequently exceed 6 figures. Real case. A busy ophthalmologist relied on a longtime office manager who handled everything. Over 8 years, she skimmed refunds, inflated vendor invoices, and pocketed cash copays. Total loss over $600,000. How it was discovered? She finally took a vacation. The temporary replacement noticed irregularities. Red flags. One employee controls all financial processes. Books are always almost reconciled. Vendor complaints. Missing receipts. Refusal to take vacation. Sudden lifestyle upgrades. What can you do? Action steps. Separate duties. Require vacations. Monthly third-party reconciliation. Quarterly vendor reviews. Surprise audits. Use a bank lockbox. One of the simplest ways to prevent embezzlement is to make sure payments never pass through the hands of a single employee. A bank lockbox sends all checks directly to the bank, not your office, closing the biggest loophole in most practice fraud cases. The most dangerous phrase in a medical practice is, he or she handles everything. I trust him or her completely. Number 3, fake drug enforcement agency and licensing board threat scams. Physicians are increasingly targeted by scammers impersonating the DEA or state medical boards. The DEA issued an official scam alert, warning physicians about fraudulent letters and phone calls. Scammers claim you're under investigation. They demand personal information. They threaten license suspension or arrest. The DEA states clearly, scammers impersonate the DEA personal and notify registrants that they're under investigation. It's not the DEA's practice to call registrants regarding investigative matters. If you get a call from someone claiming to be the DEA, it is a scam. How the scam sounds. Your DEA registration is suspended. You're under investigation. Verify your DEA number or social security number. Pay this fine immediately. The DEA warns DEA personnel will never demand money or any other form of payment. What to do? Hang up. Report it to ic3.gov. Report it to report.fraud.ftc.gov. If you have personal information, visit identifytheft.gov. The best deterrence against these bad actors is awareness and caution. Number 4, romance and friendship scams, including pig butchering. Romance and friendship scams are exploiting physicians are prime targets because scammers know you're busy, trusting, and financially successful. One of the most dangerous versions is something called pig butchering. The name comes from the scammer's strategy. They fatten up the victim emotionally and psychologically over weeks or months, and then butcher them financially in one devastating blow. What pig butchering looks like. It usually starts with a friendly message, a wrong number text, a social media connection, or someone who admires your medical career. The scammer builds trust slowly. Daily messages, emotional connection, shared stories, a sense of closeness. Once the relationship feels real, they introduce a safe investment opportunity, usually crypto or foreign exchange trading, and show fake dashboards with fake profits. Victims often invest small amounts at first, see fake gains, and then invest more. And then the money disappears. A real case here. An anesthesiologist built a month-long relationship with someone who seemed supportive and genuinely interested in his life. Now, many of you will say, Andy, stop you right here. Are you for real? 1 month and he sent money? Absolutely. All the stories are real and happen every day. She eventually introduced a guaranteed crypto strategy. He invested. He saw fake profits. He invested more. He lost $480,000. Why does this work? Emotional connections lower skepticism. Fake dashboards create false confidence. Scammers use urgency and exclusivity. Victims feel embarrassed and don't ask for help. The red flags are rapid intimacy, request for secrecy, investment opportunities introduced through personal relationships, fake trading dashboards, and pressure to act now. Number 5, grandparent scams, now supercharged by AI voice cloning. Grandparents scams have existed for years, but AI has turned them into something far more convincing. These scams don't target physicians directly. They target the people physicians love most, aging parents and grandparents. How it works today. A scammer calls pretending to be a grandchild in trouble, arrested, injured, stranded, needing urgent help. In the past, the voice didn't sound quite right. Today, with AI voice cloning, it sounds exactly like their grandchild's. All the scammer needs is a few seconds of audio. Real case. A retired physician received a call from someone who sounded exactly like his grandson. Same tone, same cadence, same emotional panic. He caused an accident and needed to get bailed out. The grandson begged him not to tell his parents. A lawyer then demanded cash. The physician withdrew $30,000 and handed it to a courier who came to his home. His grandson had been in class the entire time. Why does it work? AI makes the voice indistinguishable. Urgency shuts down rational thinking. Older adults act quickly to protect family. Emotion overrides skepticism. The red flags: extreme urgency, request for secrecy, cash or gift card demands, courier pickups, a lawyer suddenly joining the call. How can you protect your family? Create a family safe word. Tell parents no one will ever send someone to your house for cash. Encourage them to hang up and call the real person back. Remind them law enforcement never demands immediate payment. The scam doesn't just steal money, it weaponizes love. The psychology behind fraud. Fraud is not about intelligence. It's about emotional leverage. Scammers use authority, affinity, urgency, complexity, and trust. Your medical training makes you excellent at diagnosing patients, but fraudsters exploit the parts of you that makes you a good physician: empathy, trust, and efficiency. The red flags every physician should know. Guaranteed returns. There is no such a thing unless you get something from the bank. Pressure to act quickly. No third-party audits. Missing documents. Overly complex explanations. Doctors-only strategies. Hidden or high fees. Only person controlling all financial processes. Request for secrecy. Fear-based messaging. How physicians protect themselves. Slow everything down. Never make a financial decision the same day it is presented. Demand transparency. Audit financials. Fee disclosures. Written explanations. Use dual controls in your practice. Separate duties. 2 signatures. Annual audits. Never invest without a second opinion. Have a dream team. A trusted lawyer, a competent CPA, and a fiduciary financial advisor. Involve your team in all financial decision making. Verify credentials. There's FINRA broker check, SEC iPad, and state boards. Protect also your digital identity. Credit freezes, they block scammers from opening accounts in your name. They're free. They take 5 minutes to execute. They stop identity-based fraud called multi-factor authentication. It's locking your front door and setting the alarm. Turn it on for email, banking, electronic health record portals, investments, social media, and cloud storage. Avoid public Wi-Fi, airport Wi-Fis, and hotel Wi-Fis. Conferences. Those are high-risk environments. Use a hotspot or a VPN instead. Build a fraud shield around aging parents. Create a family safe word. Treat every unsolicited message as a scam, especially WhatsApp, Instagram, LinkedIn, and random phone messages. Fraud doesn't just steal your money. It steals confidence. It steals time. It steals your peace of mind. But with the right awareness, the right systems, and the right people in your corner, you can protect your practice, your family, and your legacy from the scams and schemes designed to exploit busy physicians. If this episode helped you spot a red flag or rethink a financial decision, share it with a colleague. Physicians don't just need more information. We need better conversations. And as always, if you're ready for clarity, confidence, and a financial strategy built for the life you've worked so hard to create, you're in the right place. This is Legacy Lens. I'm your host, Andy Eigner. Thank you for listening.